Local lawmen say 3 different people who served time for attempted murder have been released from prison to live in Tampa Bay in the past 8 months.
Yeah, all 3 were supposed to be supervised by the Florida Department of Corrections to keep the community safe, but all 3 disappeared.
Yeah, and a special I-Team investigation Action News reporter Don Germaze talked to victims' families who say they are now living in fear.
It does scare me a little bit, you know.
George Juarez is living in fear because the man convicted of trying to kill his son 9 years ago was released from prison and has disappeared. Raul Zarate was supposed to be supervised by the State Department of Corrections for 2 years, but the state says Zarate's absconded. He could be anywhere, and the whole family is worried.
There's a concern that that they don't know where he's at. They disappeared because you don't know. He could pop up some middle of the night or something.
They have reason to be concerned. In 2002, Zarate stabbed Joel Juarez 9 times. Sheriff's deputies charged Zarate with attempted murder, and at the trial, George Juarez says Zarate swore revenge.
That threat he made, it worried me. Well, he might not get into with Joel, but he might want to get even with some of the family.
Hillsborough deputies say they're trying to find Zarate.
From the searching we've done and the different tools that we've been able to utilize, we've determined that he pretty much has left probably the state of Florida.
Zarate is one of 7 people who served time for murder or attempted murder and were released in Florida this year under state supervision but have disappeared. 2 of them in Tampa Bay. The State Department of Corrections says it doesn't try to find them. Instead, it asked the local sheriff. Renee Flowers absconded back in May and was on the run for 4 months. When we visited her last known address in St. Petersburg, the lady living there told us Flowers showed up to get her mail all the time.
Well, she'll come every now and then, every now when I see her.
Pearl Carter says no one bothered to tell her Flowers was wanted for absconding until we did.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, my God.
Shortly after that, Flowers was arrested. The state DOC refused our request for an on-camera interview. Sheriff's deputies say they may never find all the violent felons the state is supposed to be supervising.
If someone doesn't want to be found, it's going to be very difficult to find them.
I mean, if they don't catch him in time, he might do another one. Maybe this next time he'd be murdered.
Despite what deputies and Florida prison officials say, George Juarez says he won't feel safe again until the man who tried to murder his son is back behind bars. In Hillsborough County, Don Germaze, ABC Action News.
And if you have a story you want the I-Team to investigate, you can contact us. The address is iteam@abcactionnews.com.